Sagittarius, welcome to the Tarot Room. My name is Robyn. And Sag, today, let's do a general energy check-in. Let's check in with you, Sag. Let's see what's going on, what's been going on, what's coming down the chute. Let's see how it's going to play out and how you feel about it. Well, we have the energy around you is possibilities. Okay. We have free-spirited. We have some adventures. We have some calculated risks being taken here. All right. Well, maybe some of you going on vacation this December, but let's see what's going on. Let's see what this possibility is. Let's get into your reading. You know what I'm hearing? Someone watching that Wicked movie, because I'm hearing like somewhere over the rainbow. But I don't really know that song because I haven't seen the Wicked movies and stuff. But anywho, I did see Wizard of Oz like 20 years ago. Possibilities is the energy here for you, Sag. So let's see what's going on. Let's get into it. Let's check in on the energy around the collective. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And Saggy, happy birthday! I hope all you Sagittarius Suns are having a fantastic birthday. Sag, what I do here is I give away free happy birthday readings throughout your season. So if you want to enter my contest, just like, comment your birthday below, get yourself subscribed. You do reply to the winners, so you got to have your notifications turned on to know that you won. So if you want to enter, you know what to do. And happy birthday, Sag. I hope you have a great birthday. We have the Queen of Swords, we have the Four of Wands, and we have the Three of Pentacles. Then we have the King of Wands here. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag. These two people are looking in totally different directions. They're like not even on the same level here. So we're going to see what that means. There's the Strength in reverse. Okay, Leo energy here. Heavy emphasis on Leo. And there's a lot of fire, a lot of masculine energy here at the bottom of the reading. So the King of Wands, the Strength in reverse, and the Emperor, Aries energy. Here's the Page of Swords. What you learning? Three of Swords. Ooh. And the Magician, how to heal yourself or how to face something, or you're learning something through pain. Some pain has taught you something, Sag. It's not always the way, but let's see, because we do start this as the Queen of Swords, and I did perceive that as you. And the Queen of Swords is a woman scorned, right? She has not been treated properly. She's a little pissed off and angry. However, she's very honest, she's very goal-oriented, and she's not going to let it stop her. I see you're looking right at this Four of Wands. There's like some kind of determined energy here that, you know, is coming from a place of pain. Let me understand this for Sag. How are we starting this reading? What's going on? It could revolve around family, home life. You know, the Four of Wands is the card of vacation with possibilities. Maybe something's going awry with a vacation you have scheduled here. There's the Empress. There's the Lovers. And the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, I don't think it's a vacation. I mean, it could be, but there's a lot of pentacles that flew up here. The Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. What I see is you wondering, it's like, there's some kind of, I feel like it's more of the risk part of this card. I think you're learning something that you want through that Three of Swords. Like I said, that pain, which might be failure, might be being treated poorly, might be something not going your way. Let me see, I'm going to narrow it down because we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles, and this Four of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles over here. So it's like, what's important? What do you want? Let me understand the Three of Pentacles. What's the Three of Pentacles? Is this career? Is this money? Is this another aspect of life? The Tower. It might be your house and moving. There's the Four of Wands in the Tower. Maybe you got to move somewhere. There's the Seven of Cups in reverse, but you don't know how. There's the Ten of Cups, and there's the Nine of Pentacles. So, yeah, there's a disappointment where you're living where you're at right now. And I do feel it's like you need to move. Whether it's like moving houses or just getting out of the stuck situation that you're in. It's like you have this, you need to move. And you know this. But you're feeling like there's something stopping you, something preventing you, something making, what's stopping or preventing Sag? What's the barrier? What's stopping or preventing Sag from moving or getting to where they want to go? Temperance is in reverse, and the Knight of Cups. You're not gonna like my answer, Saji. Okay. Do you want to know what's in the way? The Temperance in reverse. That's you. That's you. You're in your own way. And it's not following your heart. The Knight of Cups is here. So you didn't follow your heart, or you didn't do what your heart wanted you to do. And it's now you're feeling stuck. And now you're in the Nine of Wands. You're trying to figure out, you're trying to how to get where you want to go. So how is Saggy getting in their own way? What's the Temperance in reverse? That can be indulgence. That can be just out of balance. The Two of Wands, a choice you made. A choice of what? The choice of what? That's upright. The Ace of Cups, the High Priestess. You didn't choose what you wanted to choose. There's the Ten of Pentacles. And this time you are. So you chose not, you didn't make the choice you wanted to make. So it's like you took the first job that was offered to you because you were desperate and you needed a job. You didn't really want the job, you just needed a job. And I hate it. So, or, you know, you just grabbed the first apartment because you needed a place to live. You were getting kicked out of your apartment, or you couldn't find a house. You were sick of bidding wars. You bought the first house, you know. So it's like you're feeling stuck because of the choice you made, but the choice you made was a choice you didn't have a choice but to make. So I've just given you a few examples. You can kind of understand that energy. And now you're like, how do I get to where I want to go, right? This is where I want to be. Now I'm living in this shitty apartment. I got a cockroach in the corner. I got a fucking spider over there. How do I get out of this? How do I get this, you know? So it's like, how do I sell my house in this market and get to where I want to live? So there was a choice that you were forced into making, and now you're trying to get out of that choice because you don't like it. And you're trying to figure out how to get out of it. And there might, okay, that's where we're at. That's what's going on. That's the energy we picked up on. So that's how we start it. So what's this King of Wands over here? Because this guy's looking like, you're like looking over here, looking at your problems, looking at work, looking at the house, looking at this. And then this person's looking like over here. Maybe they want you to look in a different direction. What's this King of Wands? What's this energy here for Sag? Where's this guy looking? Death. Death. Five of Pentacles. Oh. The Ace of Wands is in reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles. The King of Wands is you, Sag. And there's the Four of Pentacles. There's the Queen of Pentacles. So they want you to change the direction that you're looking at. And it could be changing the way you're looking at something. What I see here is anxiety. Is this ever going to change? Am I ever going to get out of this? Can I make a different choice next time? Am I going to get in a better position? Am I going to be stuck here? And that's usually what anxiety is. We're worrying about things that we don't know the answers to or how they're going to play out. And unfortunately, the message here is when you're focusing on that part, you're creating blockages inside of your energy and you're stressing yourself out. You're burning yourself out. The Ace of Wands is in reverse. And when we're burnt out, we lose our creativity, right? We can't come up with solutions. We can't come up with answers. So the worry is hurting you at this point in time, and it's delaying getting yourself out of the situation, maybe getting a new job or selling the house, or, you know, staging the house better or something, or letting that lease run out. So it's kind of like the element where they want you to change where you're looking, and that's paired with the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like they want you to focus on where you're going. Where do you want Sagittarius to look? Where is the King of Wands? Where do you want them to look? Let me understand that. Where do you want them to look, or how differently do you want them to look at this? Let's understand that. What you want, not what. Okay, the Ace of Cups and the Stars and the Two of Swords. Okay, and there's the King of Swords. There might be something that pissed you off that put you in that position. So I understand, Sag. I understand. Okay, let's say you hired a really shitty realtor and they put up really crappy photos of your house and only offers you got were 30,000, 40,000 less than what it was listed at. You're mad at that realtor for doing such a shitty job. Let's say you got fired from your company. That's why you had to take the first job. You're mad at the company that fired you. There's a little bit of hidden resentment here, and it is creating the blockage. So they want you to take a risk and forgive. Yes, that realtor did a shitty job. The karma will come back. If they continue to do a shitty job, they ain't gonna sell no fucking houses, especially in this market. They'll have to figure that out. If it's that company, if that company treats employees that way, they're gonna have high turnover. They're never gonna go long, not with the changes coming in this world. So there's just that element of releasing that because it's holding you back, and you're focusing on that, like, yeah, I only got stuck here because they fired me from my job, or I only got stuck in this house because that realtor did that, or I only did this because I had, and there's that little bit of blame placing, which I actually feel is justified in this reading. I feel it is. However, it doesn't get you anywhere, and it doesn't solve your problems. So they don't want you to focus on placing the blame. Maybe some of you are blaming yourself for a mistake you made, and you can't forgive yourself, and you just keep blaming yourself. And yeah, I'm in this position because I dated this guy, or whatever that would be. But there's that that element of placing blame, and they want you to change that. They want you to focus on what you want. Focus on where you're going. All right, you know what, that happened, and I'm going to see what the lesson was. But let's focus on where I'm going. Let's focus on where I'm at. Okay, this is where I'm at. What do I got to do to get to where I want to go? What do I got to change? What do I, you know, instead of focusing on the past, that's where they want you to change it, because I think there's hidden that. So what was the lesson that person that caused this unpleasant situation? What was the lesson? Seven of Cups is in reverse. This, oh shit. That's a hard lesson. Okay. To not react instantly. So to think before you react. So let's say you pick the first apartment because you felt desperate. Know that another apartment's going to come up. Don't pick the first apartment if you're in that position again. Don't take the first job. I mean, maybe take the first job, but keep looking for other jobs. Look at your finances, okay? I don't want to say that because you don't want to be homeless because you didn't take the first job if you desperately need a job. But if you took a job you didn't like just because you had to, keep finding and keep looking for another job. Because they don't want you, like, you got put in a bad position, your back was against the wall, you made the choice you had to make. But you don't have to make that choice anymore. Now it's time to make a different choice and get out of that situation. So they want you to focus on that different choice and getting out of the situation, and not taking the first or being impulsive in that decision making next time you feel stuck, because knowing that there's going to be another opportunity. So if you get the job, you know, right now, if you stop looking for a new job, start looking for a job. Don't stop. If you just took the first apartment, don't sign a lease. Keep looking for the next apartment or wait for a better one, or you know what I mean? So it's that's the lesson, is not to jump on the first thing. And if you do and you have no choice but to jump on the first thing, know that it's just temporary. It is just a stepping stone. It is not permanent. So know that and continue to step that stone and climb that ladder to get to where you want to be. That's what kind of this taught you. Okay. Is there anything being hidden? Anything Sag isn't seeing? We'll come over here and see what this Emperor is in a sec. The Six of Cups and the Eight of Swords. You don't trap yourself because of a bad situation. It's not fair to you. That's literally what they're highlighting here, Sag. So what's this Emperor? Who's this Emperor? What's this Emperor? Is this something coming through? Is it someone in Sag's life? Is it Sag evolving into the Emperor? Who's this Emperor? What's this Emperor? What do you want to say about this Emperor, baby? Okay. What do we have here? The Nine of Pentacles. This is learning to take control. And the Fool. The Emperor focuses on what he can control. The Emperor has the Midas touch. Ding! This is really learning how to highlight your strengths and your skills and use them to your advantage. That's what the Emperor does. So the Emperor is you, Sag, evolving into that masculine energy, going after what you want, being confident, assertive, but trusting in yourself, but also knowing how to rely on yourself. Some of you might be starting your own business here, or maybe you your own like real estate. You hate the realtors, be a realtor yourself and be the good one, baby. Some of you might be going into business or something in your house, flipping houses or something here, Sag. But I think I got that in the last Sag reading too. Maybe I didn't. I can't remember. But it doesn't matter. What you're learning here is to rely on yourself, to focus on solutions, and to know that you have the power to get yourself out of any situation. It's just a matter of time, patience, and determination. Okay, that's what I got. You'll be happy. You'll get where you want to go. And there's the Two of Wands. They just start wanting you. They want you to just start looking towards your future and seeing what you need to do to get yourself out of this and let go of what it was. I know it's easier said than done. I know, but for your sake, to get where you want to go, they really want you to do that. What is the risk? What's the possibility? I feel like what is that? Is there an opportunity coming? Is there a possibility? Is it just look at the possibilities? Let me understand. Examine the The Fool's in reverse. When one door closes, another door will always open, and they want you to understand that. It's that everything is temporary energy, and they want you to understand that. You might feel very bogged down, and Sagittarius says, I'm a Sag. I don't like being controlled. I don't feel like feeling like I'm not in control. I don't like that. You probably don't like that either. So you have that adventurous spirit about you, and that's that free-spirited about you, and that's okay. Just know that this is temporary. Okay, Sag, let's grab some oracles. Let's see what they want to do. Some of you, I just heard, how to hire a really bad contractor on your house. There's something like they just did work on your house and they just fucked it up and they hit the pipe and water's everywhere. Like there's an element where something might have gone wrong, cost you a lot of money, and you're a little bit mad about that as well. And that's what this is about. Okay. Okay. What does Sag need to surrender? Inner peace. Yeah. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet, meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes and life will flow more easily. Remember, I mean, we should be good at it, we're Saggies, but to have fun when we're stressed, because laughing and having fun is a great way to relieve stress. Laughing is the best medicine. What is the life advice? Hold on, that fell. Okay, yeah, we have the dove here. So, growth potential. Embrace change to unlock your full potential and in order to flourish. And so where did this other card go? One moment, please. Let me get to this card. We have wise counsel. Okay. Seek guidance from trusted friends or mentors that can help you along. Right? Okay. Let's get the Akashic records and then we'll jump back into the tarot. Akashic record message for Sagittarius. What do you want to say, baby? What do you want to say? Cards are really flying today, Sag. Okay, oh, we have two of them. Hold on, what do we have? Innovation. Constant innovation means, oh, I like this card. This is perfect. Hold on. Not being satisfied with the status quo and willing to try new things. Whether work and life, innovation is going to bring you opportunities and surprises. It can make you stand out from the competition, or it can make your life more convenient and interesting. And reassess. You're being asked to reassess. No, you're not. Hold on. I read the card wrong. You're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what brings joy, who and what doesn't. It is time for some life cleanup. Okay. So let's do it. Let's get down to it. Sag, let's get your potential outcome. Now, when I say potential, there's always free will. You're going to make the decisions you're going to make. And when I say outcome, let's see where you are in a month. Let's see how this is progressing, what kind of action you're taking, how things are moving. We do have the Ace of Pentacles here. The Ace of Pentacles, well, the Empress is moving on. We got the Ace of Pentacles, we got the Empress, we got the Chariot energy, so Taurus, Virgo, Libra, Cancerian energy, we got that Ace of Pentacles. You might be moving. Like, for some of you, I definitely feel like if this was revolving around your apartment, your house, I do feel for many of you it was affecting that. I feel for many of you, you're moving here because the Chariot's there. Maybe you're moving for a new job, moving to find new opportunities. The death, it's the end of fears, the death and the moon. That's something. Okay, okay. You know what you want, and there's nothing that's going to stop. Sagittarius, there's the Eight of Wands, Two of Pentacles. You got the message. You know exactly what you need to do. I do feel you're moving forward. So in whatever area, I do feel for many of these revolves around your house or your career, you got a new job, you got a new house, you're moving. Like you're moving. You're not stuck. And if it's just that need to not feel stuck and to be like moving into a new job or a new career, you're moving. So you're not feeling stuck anymore. For some of you, I do feel you're actually moving for a job opportunity, but you feel good. You're moving forward successfully. We got the Empress, and the Chariot is the Emperor winning the war. So you're in Emperor, Empress energy here. We're talking Neo Trinity energy. We're talking Jesus, Mary energy. You got the Shiznick, Sagittarius, and you know what you need to do. I get a very motivated Sag, like nothing's really going to stop you. You understand. And there's a lot of forward movements. You're not afraid anymore. You are not afraid. The death and the moon. Whatever you were afraid of before, you're not anymore. Whatever was bugging you before, it's not anymore. That's done. So there's a really strong element of confidence and persistence, but most of all, determination. Like it's like you got the message here. Whatever comes at you, Two of Pentacles here, you can handle it. You got the juice, you got the resources, you got the skills, and you know it. So it's like, it tells me you've been through some shit, because in order to have that confidence, you've picked yourself back up from being in a very bad place. And now you know that you can do that for anything. You know that you can overcome anything. Sometimes our failures and our challenges and those difficulties, they can make us realize how strong, resilient, strong we are. And the world's, sky's the limit, universe is the limit, the firmament is the limit. So Sag, you're moving forward. some of you moving, but there's an opportunity here, and I just feel like it's buying your house, buying a new job, moving companies, moving promotions. There's movement, right? However it applies, and you're in a really good spot. Now, the thing I like the most is this is the card of success. This is the card, excuse me, of success, and this is the card of success. So this stuck energy, this temporary energy, this shitty position that you were in or are in is not long. It is temporary. You're going to get out of it. And within a month, you're going to see a lot of forward movement for yourself. That's what I have. That's what I got. That's what's going on. So Sag, and some of you could be moving into somewhere very different. Like the Eight of Wands and the Chariot here is like, you know, you're changing countries. Never thought you'd go move into Taiwan, but you're moving to Taiwan. So it's like you're moving maybe into somewhere you never thought you'd go, an industry you never thought you'd go in, a neighborhood, a city, a town, a house, a style of house. It's like you're going somewhere you never thought you'd go, or maybe that's where you were. And you're just going with it. But what I see is progress and movement, which is, well, way better than how the reading started. So Sag, that's what I got. That's what's up. That's what's going down. So I do hope you enjoyed your reading. I do hope it resonated with you. And as always, if you like your reading, if you like my style, if you want to enter that contest, you know what to do. Get yourself entered. And happy birthday, Sag. I hope you have a great birthday. This will be a lovely birthday present for you. And let's get your final message here to close this off. What do we have here? How you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. So picture what it would look like to be loved and appreciated by the world in the manner that you most desire. Channel this image as you move throughout your day. That's what I got. I truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.